Hi everyone, it's Kay here. Thank you very much for joining me. So today we're going to be doing what's on my desk, because I was doing some tidying up and I was looking for something and I came across this folder of things that I printed off from Fox's Etsy shop after 2022, which is December daily, and I just put them in a folder ready to make, but I've forgotten I had them. So I've made all these already so far. They just need to be finished off and inked and whatever. So I've done those, and I've got these to go. It's going to take me a while. So we're up to this one here, and I've got no idea what Tracie had in mind when she it's one of her compendiums, so I'm just going along with what I think should be happening in my own head, because I'm just playing around and working out what to do. So I've no idea really if this was her idea, but I'm just playing around with the digitals. And I think this, like I said, this came out in, was it 2022 or 2023? It's been out for a long time anyway. But that was the days when I didn't realise that you were supposed to change the settings on your printer. So they've all printed out quite, not very brightly, quite muted, but that's okay, because you know, I think that they would fit in with lots of journals with a muted look. So we're just going to, because I first cut them ages ago and just put them all in different pockets, and had them linked to a video that I, because like they were to be made similar to her for her Christmas daily one that she did, and I decided, after having a bit of play with other digitals, that I feel confident enough to sort of do it without looking to see what there is to make, if you know what I mean. Sort of flying by the seat of my pants, is that what they say? Not too sure what to do with this big bug. That almost could be put on and made into a little pocket on another thing. I've got some things left over from another element, but I think it's the wrong colours. Yeah, there's more. They're more blue. This is sort of like a more turquoise, sea green, mint green. I don't know. So I might do that. I might sort of. So that's obviously a tag, so I would probably put some lace on that, back it with some card. I might even trim it up a bit, because it's a bit, possibly a little bit fussy, because I'm not a really big fan of these really wide tags, so I'm just going to trim it a little bit. I don't know why I don't like big fat tags. I have made one or two, but that's it. I'm going to make this one for the thing on here. Like that. And put a little bit of a notch here. I've only got the big hole, and on the other hole puncher I've got is really tiny. Knew it. Knew it wouldn't punch very well, because it just doesn't like doing these small ones. There's probably too much in there. He's emptying, okay. That's better. So we've got a pocket now. Probably wasn't meant to be a pocket, but it is now. I'll just leave the thing out. that away. On to the next one. All these bits here, and because I trimmed it very quickly, it needs trimming again, or I could just ink it, but so that's been taking me a while just to sort of trim off all these little bits and pieces here. So I'm going to do that for a little bit with this particular kit, and we'll come back. This is a particular one to make, and you don't want to see me cut out everything, that's just a bit boring. So I'm just going to put you on pause for a minute and I'll come back soon. I'm back. I've got it all cut out now, and I think it's supposed to go like that. Again, I have no idea, just having a punt because it just sort of looks logical. Then I've got these two big long strips. I'm not too sure what they're for. I've got this film strip here, so maybe one of the film strips should be going on there, or should these be stuck on there like that, just to sort of create a bit of interest, or whether this should be stuck like that maybe at the top there. Do the other way around maybe, because it's got the pretty flowers at the top then, and then that could be a pocket. Let's do that. I'm still not too sure what these long ones are for, but we could make them into a side tuck, couldn't we? Hope you're all doing well and are having a good week. I had a really good night's sleep for the first time in a long time last night, so that was pleasing. I was really pleased about that. It's just not been pleasant. If I do a little bit of a notch, not very pleasant not getting much sleep, because it makes you feel a bit worse for wear. And this week's been particularly bad for sleeping for myself. My legs are causing a few other issues that I'm having to, hopefully, we've worked them out. It doesn't look very straight, does it? So I'm going to just trim it down a little bit. Make sure it's nice and straight. And then this side doesn't look very straight either, but we can ink that. Maybe just trim it up a little bit. It's got a bit, and then we've got the little pocket then for film strip. This is pretty, so I'm going to put this on the front here, or maybe we could put this on the front. This is what I mean by, this is before I realised that I could change my settings from standard, because I was printing everything on standard. So yeah, that picture is very muted, and it could be a lot brighter, but didn't realise. So consequently, all of my earlier digitals were a bit muted, so then I printed off. I don't print off a lot of digitals, but I'm glad I've realised now that you're supposed to put them on high. It's a bit slow on the uptake. So, like I said, TraceieFox's Etsy shop is called Love Junk Journals. If I remember, I'll put the link for her shop below, but I don't know if this kit is available anymore. I'm not, just don't know. We could, I suppose we could make little pockets on the back. Or should we just put this in the back like so? And keep these for something else. Maybe put that on there. This one on here maybe. Cut off the rest. Inclined to sort of want to do that, but don't want to cover up this really pretty paper in here as well either. This bit here is really pretty. So what do we want to do, Kay? Down here or down up there? And then this one here, maybe cut it there and put it underneath. And then you're covering all that really pretty paper again. Got a bit showing, I suppose. Cut off a little bit more. Should be using my fussy cutting scissors for this. Where's my other scissors? Yes, let's do that. Quite like that. Could chop off a little bit there on that side, so I can see those roses a bit better. Let's just do that. So I've been doing a few of these on my lap, watching TV, and did so this morning because I slept so heavily for the first time in a week. I think this last week I've had things like 2 hours sleep, 4 hours sleep. Not much longer than that really. It's been a bit of a nightmare. Now I've got it too far over, haven't I? That's better. Just have to have just a smidgen over, right placement, like that sort of stuff. Well, for my liking anyway. Okay, so for the front, and I don't think I should just do anything because I need to ink this around here. So I'm just going to look for, let's do Victorian velvet, see if that helps. There's a dog, I don't know if you can hear it, belonging to one of our neighbours, going a bit, barking a bit, so we're not too sure. We've got a couple of dogs near us, one that whines all the time. I think I've talked about this before. One that just, this one barks a bit. I don't know what's worse, whiny or barky. At least the barky one just doesn't do it all the time. It just does it for, like the whiny one. The whiny dog whines all day if the owners aren't there. It drove me nuts one day, and I said, "Stop it! Be quiet!" So I think, and they didn't hear it for the rest of the day. So I often wonder whether the owners are there and they're just ignoring it. Not sure. It's a bit of a drag to complain to the council about it, because you're supposed to keep a record. So let's do a long tag. Shall we do a long tag? Coming up in the corner here, so it needs a bit more glue. Like I said, I might back some of these up with card. It just needs a bit of a label, which I'll do a bit later on with something there. And just adding to my pile of things left over. So if this is left over, that's left over. And I will link this element around afterwards, just so that just to show the difference between inked and not inked. I don't always ink everything, but I think this one needs it, because otherwise it just sort of gets. And you could use it in a vintage photo, because it would look in keeping with the vintage photos in this little strip here. But I should have got it out before, because this was the easiest one to grab hold of. The vintage photo one was stuck at the back. And I think I was using this the other day, so that's why it was easy. Okay, so that's... And I probably should have inked the edging here. Okay, so this took me a while, and I don't know how far I'll get with this one. This is a big one. This is a envelope one. So fold on the corners. Not fold the corners, I should say the edges, because the edges are on there, marked on there. So I'll try and fold on those. Where's the edge? There. Last one. I'm not too sure if this is supposed to be in there or not. It looks like it's supposed to be. So but I know it could be a bit big. Because you open the envelope. Does that go in there? Oh, it does. There you go. So let's stick that down better. That's a better way to fold it, Kay. Okay, that's good. And glue this one down. And we'll work out which of the images we're going to use. We've got the envelope to decorate as well, so we could put this there. Parcel post message. Is there any other thing that's postal? Or this big one? Could do that. I like the small one. In the corner. Well, think about it. what are we going to put on this one? There's got a woman to put on one side in her Art Deco dresses, or should we use the flowers, which I quite like too. Didn't cut that one out very well, did I? So yes, because I'm a card maker, was a card maker principally to start off with. I'm a bit inclined to still want to leave a border around things I'm cutting out for scrapbook, for junk journals, and it doesn't. I don't think it's quite the same thing. I know you can ink them, but you might just do that. A bit of a collage. Could do that on one side. Don't know, I'm a bit loath to sort of do too much because it's just still bothering me. Why am I a bit loath to do it, Kay? Because I'm just using a little bit. I'm going to cut that bit off and use it somewhere else. And perhaps we can use this one here rather than the bingo. No Blue Monday. Oh, there's another one there. I've forgotten all these little ones as well. That's from the last element. So let's go stick that one down before I change my mind again. So let's do. Okay, I can't bring myself to use the whole thing. I like sort of chopping bits off and using them elsewhere. Sometimes I don't. Depends really on what I'm creating, but when I'm collaging, I tend to sort of chop bits off. So put that down there. I think I moved it. And put that there, like that. Back in a minute. It's just going to shut my door. I'm back. Sorry about that. Alright, did it wrong again because it's not in the middle now. At least that dog stopped barking now, that's good. So on the other side, what can we do on the other side? Should we use this other image, this beautiful bird image? That's gorgeous, that's so gorgeous. Very tempted to just use that there. Don't think I cut that up properly well either. It'd be hard to tell where the line is because it's so faint with the the blue is so faint. It's a very light blue. Again, Again, I'm going to chop off the number, use it somewhere else. Scraps everywhere, put them in the bin. Let's try again. So put that there. And where's my other? Did I? Oh no! I put something in the bin and didn't mean to. Oh no! Excuse me a minute. I'm just gonna have a quick look. Oh dear! I don't know where it went. Could be anywhere. That other element that I cut off is gone. I must have put it in the bin by mistake. Oh God! Hopeless. After all that, I think I might just put that there after all. Just going to put that down. Oh, there it is. It's got lost underneath this. So I might just put the glue in the middle for a minute so I can play around with it. Just down here a bit. Glue on that one there. And this image here. I like all these little things that Tracie does on her things, her compendiums. That's a little, yes. I think it's a compendium, not a kit. I mean, I think kit compendium is a word for kit, but it's a different word. And do I want to have another element anywhere else? Very tempted to put this somewhere. Should have put it underneath there. So I don't lose anything this time. I'm going to use the whole lot. Just going to put it underneath there. Well, it won't fit under there anyway. Low now, after all that. I don't know. I wanted to go there, but it's just, I think what the problem is this is bothering me. This white bit here is bothering me. I don't want it to be, it's not white, it's actually a very, very pale blue, but I don't like it. I don't know if I want this bingo thing there either. Trying to get it underneath this other element I have here, this postal thing. Because I want it further over, that's why. Now it's all coming up to my fussing. So sorry. And I think that this number would go all right. on top of that one there, let's make it a bit shorter. Oh no, or would it go better over here to sort of balance it out a bit? Indecisions, goodness me. That's where I should have probably put it, the whole bingo card underneath there. Oh, I'm so sorry. It's taken way too long, and it's because I'm fussing. This is just going with what I first think. I'm just unbelievably fussing. Hopelessly so. Normally it just doesn't take this long for me to do things like this, because I'm usually pretty decisive, and once I decide on an idea, stick to it. But for some unknown reason, this one's getting me stuck. It's because I decided to do it in front of the camera, so just sitting on the chair and doing it on my lap. That's what it is. Because it was just going quite nice. I thought, oh, I'll just go into my room and turn on the camera and make a video of it. But you've probably all tuned out by now. That's better. That is so much better. I'm inclined to put the number up here. Right. Stick it was where it's supposed to be, okay? Because you don't want to cover that bird, that's why. Does it matter? Doesn't it look better with that? Look like that there? I think so. So I'm so sorry. Fiddling about and faffing about. And I've got elements left over, so I'm just going to put this postmark on there, like that, that post thing there. And I'm not going to use these other elements. I mean, you could put that on the envelope, but I don't think I will. I'm just going to find another, I've got lots of address labels that I could put on there, so that's what I'm going to find and put that on there. And I didn't use the woman in the end. You could put the woman on top of the other elements like that, but I think that sort of doesn't go, and I don't think she goes on that side either, but I'll use her in another time. So I'll just put these over there. So after all that time, what a fussing about, and I'll just trim this up to fit, and it'll go nicely in this little envelope, and it'll be something to go in a journal. So decided I need to make an eclectic journal because I've got all these things that don't really go in my journals. There you go. So that's all going to go in there, like so. Will it go in there like so? Hopefully. There you go. Thank you very much for joining me today, and I'm sorry I must have messed about a bit, but I do like to play and have fun with the thing, so I hope you do too, and we'll see you again in the next video. Bye bye.